Did you know the Kipsigis warriors were the most feared raiders in the Rift Valley? So, in the late 1980s, a shadow fell over the green hills of Gusiiland. It wasn't the shadow of the crowd, but the shadow of the buffalo shield. The Kipsigis shields were so thick, Gusii spears simply bounced off them. They would raid our cattle, burn our homesteads, and wait for us to exhaust our weapons before they charged. For years they were taught we were their prey. They were wrong because they didn't count on the wisdom of a prophet and the fury of people pushed too far. While the warriors sharpened the spears, one man was looking into the future, the great seer Sakawa. He didn't just see the Kipsigis coming, he saw their defeat. He told the elders of Getutu and Nyaribal clans, "Do not run, do not hide, lead them to the valley of the sweeping." Sakawa's prophecy was the first time our clans united. He gave them more than a plan. He gave them a spiritual fire. He told them exactly where to wait and exactly when the sweeping would begin. The strategy was a masterpiece of psychological warfare. So, the Abagusii allowed the Kipsigis to chase a small group of paid warriors deep into a narrow rock valley in Manga Hills. The Kipsigis, confident in their heavy shields, charged forward, thinking the cattle were just over the next ridge. But as they reached the bottom of the gorge, the path ahead was blocked, and that is when the hills began to speak. From every ridge, thousands of Abagusii warriors rose up. The hunters had become the hunted. This was Sao Sao, the great sweeping, the Kipsigis' greatest strength. Their heavy buffalo shields became their death trap. In the narrow valley, they couldn't maneuver. They couldn't run. The Abagusii laid down boulders and poisoned spears from above. Then the signal came. The elders say Sakawa stood on the escarpment and blew the enchivi. The sound struck a supernatural terror into the invaders. They dropped their shields, they dropped their spears, they tried to flee, but there was nowhere to go. The hills of Manga ran red that day. The Battle of Sao Sao changed everything. It wasn't just a victory, it was the path of a unified Abagusii identity. The Kipsigis never launched a major raid on Gusiiland again. We proved that while we love peace, we are masters of the hills. Today, when you walk through the Manga escarpment, listen to the wind. Some say you can still hear the echo of Sakawa's horn. Remind us that our land is sacred and our spirit is unbreakable. Do you know the exact spot where the Battle of Sao Sao took place? Ask your elders today. Let's keep these stories alive before they fade into the mist. This is Abagusii Untold. Subscribe to join us as we reclaim the warrior history of our people. Tell us in the comments what other Abagusii legends should we cover next.